Hi, I'm Divine Harmony. I'm an astrologer and a writer with a background in depth psychology. Today I'm going to talk about the cosmic insight for the week of Monday, November 5th through Sunday, November 11th. This week is a huge week. On Tuesday, November 6th, Mercury stations retrograde. And guess what? That's election day. Mercury retrograde is known worldwide for snafus and issues cropping up around technology, communication, travel, and commerce. These are all the things Mercury rules. When Mercury stations retrograde, he slows to a stop, ready to go backwards, and he is at his most powerful in the sky. But he tends to disrupt things. Whatever you're expecting, you need to kind of back off and allow what's actually going to happen to unfold. It's a time to rethink, review, revise, rework ideas. It's not a time to sign on the dotted line or commit to new endeavors. It's a time to sit back and observe and think about things as they percolate. Having Mercury station retrograde on election day could mean any number of things. There could be issues with the voting counts. There could be weather patterns that create a need to delay the actual election. Whatever it is, it's probably not going to go as planned. In depth psychology, Mercury is known as the psychopomp. He's the guide to the souls. In Greek mythology, very few people could go down in the underworld and come back up. Usually when you went down there, you were stuck. Mercury is one of the few who actually can go down into the underworld and then come back up. And this is mirrored in Mercury's retrograde cycle, when Mercury goes retrograde and down, backwards into the underworld, and then comes back up 3 weeks later. As such, he's able to help us go down into the depths, glean insights, and bring them back up and do something with them, practically apply them, act on them. During the 3-week period of Mercury's retrograde, it's a time to reflect and go in, not act. When it's over, then you take action. So this coming 3-week period, starting this Tuesday, November 6th, it's a time of going down and in, going down, seeing the shadow into the unconscious, and then getting clarity on what needs to be acted upon when Mercury stations direct 3 weeks later. The other main event this week is Neptune's station direct on Saturday, November 10th. Neptune is the lord of the unconscious. He governs the veil between the worlds, spirituality, mysticism. He also governs delusion, deception, and denial. When Neptune is stationary, he is the most powerful planet in the sky. So this week we actually have two, Mercury and Neptune. They're both in what I would call liminal space, which is that space that's neither here nor there, but is in between. It's in between the in-breath and the out-breath. With Neptune stationary, all the Neptunian themes are highlighted. Mysticism, intuition, psychic ability, but also deep potential to be in denial, deluded, confused, and floating out in liminal space, not knowing what's what. Neptune is in his own sign of Pisces, so his Piscean energy is enhanced positively in terms of being compassionate and empathetic and tuned in, but on the shadow side, being escapist, in denial, and in victimized thinking. There's a need to really see what is and what is not when Neptune is stationary, and yet it's very hard to do so because there's something called the Neptune fog, which goes in front of your eyes and makes it hard to see what's exactly beyond it. And it's easy to imagine things. Neptune is very good when it comes to imagination and creativity, but we need to make sure we're not imagining things out of our own delusion or our own escapism. There's a need to have some grounding and some anchoring to balance out the Neptune energy. As you can see, this week is going to be quite a powerful one. With Mercury stationing retrograde and Neptune stationing direct, things can be very shamanistic and mystical, but perhaps confusing and delusional. As the Sufi saying goes, I recommend you keep your camel tethered to a post. Yours in the stars.